Hey, everybody, time for the United Bank Playbook, West Virginia, with the regular season finale against the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Hugs, first off, you did not play well against TCU back on Thursday night. Can we maybe just kind of call that an off night, maybe looking ahead to this one with the significance that the game has?
I don't know if we were looking ahead. We certainly weren't prepared to play, but I guess when you win, and you should be happy and move on to the next one.
Yeah. A very wise basketball coach who currently has 899 Division I career wins once told me there's no such thing as a ugly victory. Just take them.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, a week later, there's not.
I understand. No,
that night is brutal. Yeah.
I get it. This Oklahoma State team, Hugs, wouldn't you agree the surprise team in the conference this season from what was expected to where they are right now?
Well, I don't think just expected. I think the way they played early in the year to the way they're playing now, wow. I mean, they're one of the better teams in the league. I mean, I would think they're in the upper echelon. They're making shots. They do a great job of spreading you. They're the most athletic team in the conference by far. They run. They really run. They jump. They just they play with great enthusiasm, and Mike does a great job of changing defenses, and they're a really good team right now.
With the style that they do play, what challenge does that present to you?
Well, what I forgot to say is they also have the number 1 pick in the draft, which kind of helps. They basically give Cade the ball and let him create. He has the ball the majority of the time, and he creates for others. He's going to draw help. When he draws help, he's really good at finding the open man.
On the other side, for you, you did not shoot the ball well from the backcourt in your last game. I would imagine you just say that's part of the deal. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. What's essential for you when you do have the basketball in this game? What do you want to see from your team?
Well, I was trying to convince them that we got all the bad ones out. Ones that we normally make, we had shots, we just didn't make them, and so we got that out of the way, and now we'll be able to go make shots again and play. Tony, we didn't run offense. We didn't do anything we're supposed to do, quite frankly. So hopefully that's out of our system. Hopefully they understand how much better they play and how much better our chances are of winning if they just run the stuff that we practice and not go out on their own.
Jalen Bridges with his best performance. What does that do now for opposing teams when they do scout West Virginia? Let's face it, Jalen was not a big factor on a scouting report back in November, December for opposing teams. Now what do they have to do because he has shown the ability to score?
I think the biggest thing is you can't leave him. You leave him in the corner and our guys know where to find him, and he's going to make shots. And what I thought that was I really like seeing him do was take the ball to the basket. I think he took it to the basket 3 times, didn't finish at the basket, but I think went 5 out of 6 from the free throw line by taking it at the basket and getting fouled. So I think when he does that, I think he becomes even harder to guard. And when he's harder to guard, that makes everybody else harder to
guard. Next question, really not a question, I guess, and that is this 900th victory. You were on the precipice of win number 900. And I know that's not something that you go into your team and say, hey, let's win one for me. But how do you sense what your kids are going through now as they go after this milestone victory, which would give you number 900?
Well, I hope they're not paying any attention. We just got to go do what we got to do. We're playing for to make sure that we have the 2 seed in the conference tournament. We're playing to stay on at least the 2 line and hopefully move up to the 1 line. I think through playing well at the conference tournament. So we got a lot to play for. I mean, I don't know why they would pay any attention to how many games I've coached, because I mean that's what you can't win 900 and not play or whatever I've coached. I don't know what it is, but so I want them to concentrate on us being the best team that we can be.
Yeah. Besides being a really good basketball coach, you take great pride in your fishing. If I'm not mistaken, is that a special hat that you're wearing with a, yeah, what exactly is that?
Well, this is a Stevie Beer hat that, Stevie was in town this weekend. This is just to pay homage to Stevie Beer, our former equipment guy.
Right.
But this is the fly I used to catch the 10-pound trout. And it wasn't a stock trout either. I mean, it had some breaks in. It was an older fella. And of course, we were very ginger with him and turned him loose to go live and fight another day. But
10 pounds.
10 pounds. I'm really not a fly fisherman, but I've dabbled, and it's a lot harder to bring those fish in on a fly rod than it is a regular rod and reel.
Sure. Yeah, that's the art of that thing. Well, great coach, great fisherman. I think, Hugs, this will be the final wrap. We hope that we've filled you all in with great basketball and fishing insight. And this has been your
United Bank Playbook.